My name's Helen. I'm one of the physiotherapists with the Physical Symptoms Service.
And I'm Helen, and I'm one of the occupational therapists with the Persistent Physical Symptoms Service.
So today we're going to talk about Tai Chi, which is a lovely way to start to introduce movement if you haven't moved for a little while. It's very nice and gentle. We're just using very normal fluid movements. So you should be okay to do these even if you haven't moved for a little while. It's very important to not push through any pain if you're feeling it's uncomfortable, because these are movements that you might have not have done before, and so it's perfectly normal to feel a little bit strange or feel that muscles you haven't used for a while are working, so there might be a little bit of stiffness afterwards. As long as that doesn't last for a long period of time and it doesn't aggravate the symptoms for more than an hour or two, then that's okay to carry on. If it does aggravate any symptoms, what you should do is just take it back a little bit, keep moving, but just take it back a little bit so that it gives yourself time to adapt. So it's a very gentle movement. It can also, people also report that it helps with stress as well sometimes. Don't try and do the full ranges of movement if you don't want to. Helen's going to be doing a seated version. She's going to be sitting down and she's going to be doing not the full range of movements to demonstrate how you do that. There are quite a few exercises. Don't try them to do all of them in the first session. Just try one or two and then add them on as you go along, as you get used to the movements. And we're talking, remember, about nudging the edge of pain and not pushing through pain. So you might feel a little bit of discomfort, but that's fine. So we're going to talk about the posture for Tai Chi. So I'm going to be standing, and so I'm going to be standing with my feet about hip width apart. An easy way of doing that is putting your feet together to start with and taking your toes apart and then taking your heels apart as well, so your feet are parallel. We'll have our bottom tucked in and we'll have our shoulders relaxed, collarbones nicely lengthened and our neck long, and a helium balloon. Imagine a helium balloon pulling at the top of our head to keep our neck nice and lengthened. If we're doing this in sitting, make sure that you're on a chair that has no arms on it and that your feet are comfortably on the floor at about hip width apart, if possible. And sometimes it might help if you put a little cushion in the back, behind your back, to support you, just to give you that extra little bit of support if you do have any aches or pains there. Again, shoulders nice and relaxed, neck nice and long, chin tucked in slightly, and we're off. So this first exercise is called the waterfall, and we're going to raise our arms up to shoulder height and then back down again. And what we're doing is moving our arms as if they were moving through a thick viscous fluid, or imagining two helium balloons attached to our wrists, floating our arms up and back down. So we want to be going to around shoulder level. But if that's uncomfortable, then you can do what Helen's doing and do the smaller range of movement. The next exercise is opening the chest, or spring and autumn. So we're going to come up and out and down. Up and out and down. Up, out and down. So the movements are quite fluid. And if you can't do this many repetitions, then pause and have a rest. Knees are nice and soft, try not to tense them up when you're doing this exercise. next exercise is called painting the rainbow. We're going to take our arm out to the side, and then the other arm is going to come across. We're going to turn and look at the hand, and then we're going to take our hands the other way. And if we want to, we can shift our weight to the opposite side. So as I move to the left, my weight shifts onto my right foot, and as I move to the right, my foot shifts onto my left foot. If you don't want to rock, that's absolutely fine. We just do the arm movements, and as you see, Helen is doing a smaller range of movement. If you can, follow your hands with your eyes. If you can't, just look forwards. And relax. Now we're going to do separating the clouds. So our hand's going to come up in front. We're going to watch our hands, turn and separate the clouds, and down to the side. And you might want to do a little bit of a rest, a lean forwards as you come up. If you're seated in your chair, down to the sides. Up and keep the movement nice and fluid. Imagine separating the clouds with your hands. It's quite normal for you to feel some tingling in your fingers and for your hands to feel quite warm after doing some of these exercises, because the blood flow is entering into your hands and your arms. The next exercise is called repulse monkey. So we're going to have both our hands out to the front, and I'm going to turn to the side for part of this exercise, but we're going to turn our left hand palm up, and then we're going to take our hand out to the side. We're going to follow it with our hands, turn it over, and bring it back. Turn the other hand over. It over, and bring it back, turn it over, bring it back, from the side, turn it over, next exercise is called rolling the boat. We're going to have our hands forwards. We're going to pull down, bring our hands round and forwards. Down, bring our hands round and forwards. as if you were pulling on the oars of a boat. Keep the knees soft. And as you come down, you might even want to bring your knees in and do a little bit of a knee bend. This next one's called supporting a ball. So we're going to scoop the ball up with our hand. We're going to do a little twist at the waist, and then we're going to push the ball down underwater. And then as we turn, the other hand comes up, and we do that little twist, and push the ball down. And again, you might find that you want to shift your weight from one foot to the other. Which is fine to do so. Don't worry if you hear any clicks or creaks. That's quite normal. Our next exercise is called gazing the moon. So we're going to hold our moon, and then we're going to take it up to the right side, and we're going to put the moon into the sky. Take it down to the sky, bring it down, keeping our eyes on it, and then put it back over here. Take it back up. And again, you might want to shift your weight. If it's difficult to do the twist, then we can do it without the twist. And relax. The next one is called pushing with the palm. So we're going to take our right hand, we're going to push our hand away, we're going to do a twist, and then turn our hand over, bring it back. As we come back, we're going to push with the other palm, bring it back, and push away. Turn the palm over, pull back to the waist, push away, turn the palm over, bring it back. This exercise is called cloud hands. So again, we're going to start here. We're going to take one hand up in front of our face, take it this way, to the right, and then we're going to swap hands and take it this way. Try and keep your eyes on your hand. Swap hands over, follow your hand round to the other side, so we're getting some nice twists in the back. So now we're going to change our stance. We're going to put one foot forward. So I'm going to put my left foot forward first, and you can mirror me and put your right foot forward first if you prefer. And if we're standing up, we're going to lift our toe off the floor and put our weight onto the back leg. And if you're seated, we'll just have one foot in front of the other, as Helen is here. And this exercise is called Scooping the Sea and Look at the Horizon. So we're going to start with our hands up in the air, and we're going to rock onto our front foot as we scoop the sea, and then rock back and forwards again. And I'm keeping my back foot flat on the floor. I'm not raising my heel. And now I'm going to change legs. Forward. I'm going to raise my arms, lift my toe off the floor, and now we're going to scoot down and up. If you can't do the full movements, just do what you can in the range that is comfortable. And now I'm going to put my left foot forward again, and this is pushing the waves. So we're going to push the waves away, and then we're going to bring our hands back at the waves of the sea. Push and bring back. You'll notice my toe is coming up off the floor, and my right foot, my back foot, is staying flat on the floor. If you're seated, just do a little bit of a lean forwards when we do this one. And then we're going to change legs. I'm going to start with my toe up. I'm going to push away. And bring those hands back. Push away. This should be a nice rhythmical movement. So now we're going to do the flying dove spreading its wings. So I'm going to put my left foot forward again. And we're going to push forwards. Spread the wings. And fly. Come forwards. And down. Push forwards. Fly with a little bit of a bounce if you're standing, forwards and down. If you're seated, you can do a little bit of a lean forwards, but if that's not comfortable, just stay where you are. We'll just swap our legs over now. To push forwards. Out, fly, back, down, push forwards, out, fly, forwards, And now we're going to take our feet again hip width apart, just keeping the knees nice and soft, and we're going to do punching in horse riding stance. So our knees are slightly bent if you're standing, and we'll bring our fists to our waists. And when we make a punch, we're going to twist our fist, and we're going to punch at shoulder height, straight forwards, and then back. Straight forwards and then back. And if you want to bring a little twist in, you can do that as well. Flying wild goose, again with our feet hip width apart. And we're going to raise our arms out of side, cross over the top, and come back down. Keep your knees soft. Last one now. And relax. Next one is called the rotating flywheel. So we'll start with our hands slightly forwards. And we're going to take our hands and watch our hands as we go around this time. So slightly to the left and then right the way around, watching our hands if we can, all the way over the top. In a big circle. And if we want to, we can shift our weight onto the side where our hands are going. So our hands come around to the right, the weight shifts over to the right, comes around to the left, the weight shifts to the left. Do one more this side. Slightly past the midline and then back the other way. Round we go. all the way around the movement. Do the movement that Helen is doing. And relax. This next exercise is called stepping and bouncing a ball. So you might need to have something to hold on to for this exercise. So we're going to raise our left leg and our right arm slowly, and then transfer our weight and putting our foot back down. So it's like marching on the spot, but slowly. Remember those helium balloons. Raising our hands, so try not to go too fast with this exercise. Transferring the weight. The more you do this exercise, the better your balance gets. Relax. And to finish it, we're going to balance the chi. So we're going to scoop up with both hands. Hands to the level of the heart, turn them over, push down. Scoop up, you might like to do a little lean forwards and push down. Last one, scoop up and push down. So well done, that's the end of our little Tai Chi lesson. Remember, you don't need to do all the exercises at once. If you find they're difficult to do, just try to do the first couple of exercises and then slowly build on that as you feel you can over a period of time suited to your needs.